A very good morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time of the day it is at the place you are watching this video. I am really sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not able to take my eyes off these beautiful fishes. Look how beautiful they are. This is your host Rahul Mehndiratta and welcome to Master Your IELTS, location where we discuss a lot of things about the English language and IELTS and PDE examination in particular. Let's start today's classes. I'm going to speak about a topic which a lot of people who have recently appeared for the examination have told me that they faced this cue card. So I thought, what's better than making a video for the people who are watching, so that if you also get the same question in your examination, you should have some idea in your mind. The question for today is, describe a fish market. Describe a fish market. And there are two questions which we have to answer in this. It totally depends upon which tense you are using. How is it like, or how was it like? Where was it, or where is it? Alright my friends, I hope you know the rules and regulations that we get 1 minute for the preparation and then we have to give an amazing presentation to the examiner in the further 2 minutes, something which should sound like this. As someone who is always on the hunt for new places and markets to explore, I always end up finding myself in places that are very unique and sometimes not the ones I would want to be in. Let me tell you about one such excursion I had to a fish market a few weeks ago with my friend Mohini. She calls herself a pure non-vegetarian while I have been a vegetarian for my whole life. Opposites always attract. It is true. At least for us. Anyways, she had to cook some fish for some guests who were coming over at her place, so we went together. As soon as we entered the market, which basically was set up on a closed street, the first thing that I noticed was a very foul smell piercing through my nostrils. There were small carts set up on the roadside and on them were lying dead fishes, waiting for some buyer to come and pick them up. I really felt bad and a part of me wanted to leave from there immediately. But I still stayed there because of Mohini. The market, as I came to know from the sellers, was dominated by two best-selling fish categories, salmon and tuna. Just as we were moving forward and Mohini was trying to find the fresh ones to take home, I noticed the lady carrying a big wooden basket on her head, walking towards her cart. The basket was full of fishes and I wanted to know the source of where all this came from. At first, she was a bit hesitant to talk and looked at me like I was a thief. But later, after having a few conversations, she felt comfortable. She told me how herself and all the other people in the market were totally dependent on the sale of these fishes for them to survive. I quickly had a glance around and it hit me that 99% of the sellers were women. When I asked her the reason, she told me that the men of the family went for hunting in the wild seas and then it was the responsibility of the women to sell them at good price and bring home money. It took a while to sink in what she said for a pure vegetarian like me. I handed her some money for her time but didn't buy anything. Mohini was also done with her purchase. While heading home, I didn't say a word and was still soaking in all that I had just witnessed. A fish has to die in order for a family to survive. Such situational irony this is. Okay everybody, so this was my take on this particular cue card. If anybody of you is a believer in astrology, then you must be aware about all the zodiac signs and you must also be aware about the zodiac sign of Pisces. I am a Pisces and this is the reason that I'm so much connected to fishes and I love fishes. And this is the reason I have fishes in my home in this aquarium, because whenever you are full of worries and whenever you are full of anxieties and anything which is bothering you, you just need to sit with them, sit in front of them, talk to them. They'll listen to you. They'll actually listen to you. They are your best friend. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to come and speak in front of you. And as always, it was an immense pleasure for me. If you have any suggestions for me, then I would definitely like to know it. And I can only know it by you putting them in the comments below. Don't forget to suggest me a topic for my next video because I'm always on the hunt, not for fishes, but for new topics. See you next week with the next cue card.